talk that talk, but he no man to whistle.
The deciding game of round one in the East. Orlando have endured 6 long games. 3 they have won, 3 they have lost. It is now the last stand. There is no looking back as they must lay it all on the line against the Philadelphia 76ers. It's Game 7, Round 1 of the NBA playoffs.
This series has been a tremendous battle. Now in Game 7, we'll finally determine the victor in this Round 1 war for the East. Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill, Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. Harris and Embiid are in the middle. J.J. Redick out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Butler in at the 3. And for Orlando, we've got Dwight Howard, and it's Lee in at the 2 spot. You look at Orlando, it all comes down to this one game. At least they have the home crowd behind them.
And it's simple. I mean, this kind of advantage is why you fight so hard in the regular season. All they can focus on, survive and advance.
Now here's Harris. 5 on the clock. Nice move. Howard grabs the miss.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Pass to Alston. There's the 3. And it's Harris with the rebound. And so it's Harris with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Simmons finds Harris. Now here's Embiid, guarded by Howard. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. I wanted to know how he planned on tackling the Jimmy Butler problem. He told me I want to make everything as hard for him as possible, anything we can do to bother him and to get him to be even a little less aggressive, trying to put out the fire before it starts. That's the plan. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Turkoglu. Pass to Alston. This one for 3. Counted from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Alston's gone 1 for 2 from deep. Simmons looking around. Harris up top. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Don't sleep on the size of Tobias Harris. He's not afraid to bang and bump down there.
These are his first free throws of the game. First one falls for him.
Capable of playing both the 3 and 4 spots, Harris's versatility is his greatest strength.
And Harris drops them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Alston, pass to Lewis. And another 3 for Orlando.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Outside Simmons. Embiid against Howard. Embiid passes to Butler. Down low. Here's Simmons. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
This is where Simmons is most comfortable shooting from. Once he's this deep, feed him.
Pass to Lewis. Fires it. Ben Simmons grabs the board. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Harris. Off with the layup. The Magic have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Howard. Joel Embiid with the board. The Sixers trailing. Left side, Simmons. Misses with the fallback, Jay. Here's Lewis. Butler covering. Pass to Turkoglu. And here's Howard, pounded by Harris. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Man, good whistle there.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
For Orlando, Dwight Howard, taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Howard. It's both from the stripe. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So it's Philadelphia now. 4-point game. Simmons, the pass to Harris. Left side, Simmons. Pass to Embiid. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist.
Yeah, we know Embiid can do it one-on-one, but the catch-and-shoot jumper is showing his versatility.
Here's Turkoglu. Over Butler. And Turkoglu gets it to go.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Harris outside. Redick with it. Puts up a 3. Howard grabs the miss.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother.
Lewis passes to Alston. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Redick, no good.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Here's Lewis. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First personal foul, second team foul. At the line for Magic, Rashard Lewis. 1 shot.
Here's Simmons. And the shot's good.
You know Simmons can get physical when he has to, going right through the contact.
Orlando leading by 4. Alston, the pass to Howard. Here's Lee. There's the triple. Joel Embiid with the board. Redick, right side. Outside Simmons. Back to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Screen by Embiid. Harris passes to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And there's the process at work. Embiid rolls off the pick and right into scoring position.
Here's Alston. Inside. Here's Howard. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. 76ers trail by 4. Harris on the wing. Outside Butler. The 3. Orlando with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Howard. Here's Alston. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in the game. And here's Simmons. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Simmons has got 6. For Orlando, they've gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Here's Turkoglu. Pulls it. Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Harris up top. Pass to Simmons. And he hits it to tie the game. Give him 8.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Beyond the arc. And it's Harris with the rebound.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Pass to Simmons. Now Butler. Now Harris. Goes up on the baseline. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And understanding that the mid-range jumper is not dead. I love it. Harris is dependable and takes smart shots.
Here's Lee. Out to the right wing. Takes a 3. Pass to Lewis. Howard with the ball. Embiid covers. Howard, the pass to Alston. Howard, the screen. Alston with a bucket. And the Magic lead by 1.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Butler. He's scoreless. For 3, here's Harris. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. teams deciding to change it up. Here's Nelson. Simmons defending. Pass to Nelson. Fires the three. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got his 6th rebound on the night. Burks passes to Harris. From 10 feet away. And it's Petrus with a rebound. And Orlando shooting just 38% so far in this one. Here's Turkoglu. Here's Howard. To the wing, right side. The shot from 20 feet out. And Turkoglu gets it to go. The 76ers have got 8 of 15 shots to go. Simmons, the pass to Harris. And it's all from three-point range.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Here's Nelson. No made baskets yet. Pass to Turkoglu. Clock at 6. From downtown, Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Outside Burks. Here's Embiid, guarded by Howard. Back to Harris. Screen by Embiid. Jacks up a 3. And Tobias Harris with the 3. Harris has got 10 points.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Here's Turkoglu. Howard, the screen. And Embiid with the block.
You have to be aware of Embiid at all times. He's an outstanding shot blocker.
Nice shot by Simmons. He's got 10.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Here's Turkoglu. Pass to Petrus. From the arc. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Harris. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
One of the most underrated scorers in the NBA. Tobias Harris is a tough assignment.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. Can't get the first one. And some changes here for the 76ers. Jimmy Butler comes in for Joel Embiid. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Ben Simmons. Good on the second one. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter here. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Nelson passes to Gortat. Redick with it. To the paint. Here's Nelson. Second chance shot. Shakes him. Scott with a rebound. The Sixers lead by 6. Harris passes to Burks. Outside for Butler. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Philadelphia shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one at the line is good. Butler hits them both. Here's Redick. With one on the clock. He can't hit that time. And that does it for the first quarter. The Sixers on top. They lead by 8. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And our coverage of Game 7 continues. Intense atmosphere right now. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Taking a look at Philadelphia. T.J. McConnell is out there with Alec Burks. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Boban Marjanovic. And it's Scott in at the 4. Orlando shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
At the line for Orlando, Jameer Nelson. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. The Sixers lead by 6. McConnell with it. And Gortat pulls it down. Well, the Magic shooting an unimpressive 30% in this game so far. To the wing on the left. Nelson passes to Lewis. Now Redick. 6 to shoot. Pass to Lewis. This one for 3. No luck on that one. Well, the 76ers shooting around 53%, a nice number. McConnell outside. Butler with the ball. And there's a 3-second violation. And the 76ers making a change here. Redick's checked in. Orlando trails by 6. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Takes it inside. Austin with a bucket. Austin's got 8 points.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Now here's Butler. Here's Marjanovic. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points.
Here's Nelson. Off the mark there with a 3. And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. 6-point lead. Shots good by Scott.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
For Orlando, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Pass to Alston. Here's Nelson. There's a screen. Lets it go from deep. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
The Sixers lead by 5. McConnell outside. Now here's Reddick. Takes a three. And Gortat pulls it down.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Lewis passes to Gortat. Here's Alston. Give him 8. Jimmy Butler with a rebound.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
McConnell outside. Good. McConnell's gotten his first basket of the night.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Here's Alston, marked by Reddick, and the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for him.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And Philadelphia making a change here. And the free throw, no good. Philadelphia leading by 5. Reddick passes to Scott. Count the basket. Scott's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Pass to Lewis. The 3-ball. Here's Turkoglu. Orlando again missing. The 76ers have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Reddick on the wing. Still no points. Left side, Simmons.
Well, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
Now Simmons. 10 points for him. Can't connect from 14. Here's Nelson. Pass to Lewis. Takes the 3. Orlando again missing.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Alston, pass to Turkoglu. Orlando again missing. The Sixers lead by 7. Reddick outside. Outside Simmons. Outside Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. Boom! 3 for Jimmy.
Over his career, Butler's maybe been a little erratic from distance, but he always takes them with confidence.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. stolen by Simmons. Fast break, Philadelphia. Outside for Butler. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. Butler. He's too much close to the rim.
And Butler tremendously strong for a wing. That really helps inside.
Pass to Lewis. Here's Gortat. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. To halt the run. They get the rebound. Turkoglu. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul, third team foul.
Orlando shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. The first free throw is good. Howard's checked in for Orlando. Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Redick outside. From deep. Orlando with the rebound. Pass to Nelson. Here's Lewis. Here's Alston. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
That was just great work to battle through contact and will in the shot.
He's had just one attempt at the line earlier.
At the line for one, Rafer Alston.
Here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. 7-point differential. Yep, count it. Simmons has got 12.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Nelson passes to Howard. Here's Alston. The 3 is up. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. Now here's Simmons. 12 points for him. And here's Embiid over Howard. And here's another one for the Sixers.
Yeah, the big man Embiid just capable of sticking it from these in-between spots.
Turkoglu, the pass to Alston. Here's Lewis. There's the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 9 rebounds now. Butler on the wing. Howard grabs the miss. Howard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Alston. Missed inside.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Here's Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
A sensational athlete. I like when Simmons rises up with confidence and jams it through.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Coach definitely wants to talk about their interior defense, which has not been impressive.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
Craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
Turkoglu. He has 6. They set the pick. Here's Nelson. Off target with the 3.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Left side, Simmons. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Pass to Turkoglu. Here's Alston. 13 points in the game. Can't get it to drop. Redick with it. To the inside. Fades and shoots. And it's Simmons missing. Orlando trails by 13. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Well, the 76ers shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. Screen by Embiid. Simmons is doubled. The 3 from Redick. Hits the trifecta. Redick's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
The form, the mechanics, everything about Redick's jump shot is poetry in motion.
Pass to Petrus. Out to the right wing. Embiid against Howard. To get back on track. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And here's Simmons. That one's true. And that's 9 for 12 for him now.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Nelson passes to Howard. Here's Nelson. Fires the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Nelson's got 8 points.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
1:49 left to play in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. Releases. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Pass to Howard. Here's Alston. Count that bucket. Alston's got 9 points in the quarter.
He's just so hard to check. He can turn you one way, then use the spin move to make you look sad.
For 3. Scott can't get it to go. Orlando trails by 13. Pass to Nelson. They set a pick. Here's Alston. And another 3 for Orlando.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Scott. The 3. The rebound by Alston.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
To the left wing. Here's Petrus. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Petrus has got his first basket.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Embiid finds Simmons. And the layup is good off the glass. Simmons has got 20 points.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
To the middle. From 13, the shot no good. And that concludes the first half. Sixers ahead. They're up by 10. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Joel, some fireworks early. What's going to be critical to keeping it rolling?
Just keep moving the ball, get stops. And I think the kids just moving the ball, playing together. We've been doing that, and we got some hot guys, and we got to keep fitting them.
Ball movement is key, guys.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half going to be a tough task for Orlando.
So, the shot selection. You can't heave up anything and just keep hoping to get hot. They have to make better choices.
Yeah, shooting under 35%, not going to get you back into a game. Game 7, we know how much is at stake. Kenny, what's it like to play in one of these?
Well, it's normal to have some nerves. Now, you can't shake those off, but those butterflies, they quickly remove when the game starts. Normally, guys get better in the second half.
First of all, Ernie, you shouldn't be asking Irving that question because I never got nervous. I instilled fear in my opponents. So let's see who's built for this pressure.
The Diesel pulling no punches, as usual. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round one. Really an incredible game from Ben Simmons.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
We've got Dwight Howard, and it's Alston in at the point guard position. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with. Here's Turkoglu. That shot missing. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Harris outside. Pass to Redick. Now here's Embiid. He's closely guarded. 5 to shoot. Redick, no good. Orlando trails by 10. Here's Turkoglu. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Harris outside. 3-pointer. Orlando with the rebound. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked. Pass to Embiid. Back to Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
You love seeing games like this from Simmons, looking absolutely dominant and in control offensively.
Howard with a screen on Simmons. Now Howard. Embiid covers. Howard's shot's good.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Simmons, the pass to Redick. Embiid from outside. Orlando with the rebound. Turkoglu's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Alston. Knocks it loose. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Here's Butler. Butler finishes the job.
Yeah, and Butler pretty scary when he gets out in transition.